done, and they have complimentary set of guys that helps those guys out. And they did a good job. You got to give them a lot of credit. We played 12 games, non-conference, and the team, it was refreshing to see every time throughout this non-conference schedule, our guys come up and meet the challenge. And this one we didn't. I didn't think we did. That's not to discredit Stony Brook, but even early on, they were shooting about 16, 17% from the field, but they were getting some wide open looks. And we just didn't have that extra edge about us tonight from the outset. And I think those things go both ways. We haven't been shooting the ball at a torrid pace, but we haven't shot it this poorly. But I think it all fed into everything. Mentally, we weren't there. And with so much at stake, you wonder why not. And obviously, me as the head coach should have had our guys better prepared to go out and finish this up, but I didn't do a good enough job, obviously.
Why do you think there wasn't the mental preparedness for this game?
I don't know. Sometimes, I always say success is hard to handle. And I thought tonight we reverted back to kind of how we played a lot last year. And again, this is our 12th game, and it finally got us. Yeah, but again, give Stony Brook credit. They challenged our shots. They were there. They played good position defense. They didn't give us a whole lot of wide open looks. So give it a lot of credit.
Do you think that there was any carryover from the last game where you guys were a little sluggish, and that one was sort of attributed to just that like crammed schedule, but now you have these sort of back-to-back sort of not great performances from what we've seen from you guys?
Percy, over the years, I've learned that when you come out with a performance like this, there's something going on. Not like there's internal conflict at all, but there's something. But I can't say that it had to do with schedule. We had rest. Guys were off a couple of days and came back. And we should be fresh. Shouldn't matter. We should have been ready to go.
It sounded like throughout the week you felt like your team was feeling pretty fresh and feeling pretty mentally prepared for this game.
I thought we were. Yeah, I thought we were. This came as a total surprise to me because us as coaches have been conditioned the other way. Are we going to be ready for this one? Yes. What about this one? Now, this is a different challenge. Yes. And it just kept happening. We kept being ready. And then, not tonight.
Second half, they shoot 7 of 9 from the three-point line. Why were they able to get so many pretty good looks, it seemed like, for that second half?
Cameron Mitchell, who I don't believe took a shot in the first half, or maybe he took 2, hadn't done anything. And then they were playing him on the weak side, and we were concentrating on Warney so much they were able to get him. They ran a couple things for him to get open, and we didn't do a very good job of maintaining where he was, keeping him in our vision. And he was a guy we talked about that we talked about. He had a slow release. Took him a while to get it off, but if he got it off, he could knock it down. And unfortunately, in the second half, that's what he did. He took 6 shots, and I think it was 4 or 5 from 3. And, all in the second half, and for them, that made the difference in the game.
Also, you guys offensively kind of went into a drought there toward the end of the game. How come you guys weren't able to get any baskets there toward the end of the game?
Well, we had 3 transition opportunities that we didn't convert on, and 2 of them we didn't get a shot. Well, 3 of them we didn't get one hit the rim. We got 1 block. We turned it over twice, and that was huge. We got the ball inside once and missed, and I think we got the ball on another drive inside and missed and couldn't get it to go down, and they're not a great shot blocking team. They didn't have great size for that. We just weren't able to get it to go down.
Do you feel like you were trying to do things too fast on those breaks?
And sometimes we were, yeah, we were at times. I just thought offensively we were just so impatient tonight. We average just over 15 assists a game, and tonight we weren't looking to make that extra pass like we had been doing. And you put all of that into one bag, and it doesn't come out very good.
So before this game, you said that this would be an interesting test of your rebounding abilities. How do you feel your team did on the boards tonight?
Just okay. I didn't think we did great. I mean, they're a great rebounding team. I thought we did a good job on their two top players, but our inability to convert, take care of the ball. I mean, look how many points they scored off turnovers. In a game like this, that can't happen. And we only had 12 turnovers, but they were crucial, and they led to buckets by the other team. So the rebounding, was okay. I don't think the rebounding, even though they got second chance points, I still think that our inability to move the ball, make the extra pass, and defensively we're so lethargic to get out to their shooters. Again, first half, they didn't make as many shots, but they had wide open shots, and that shouldn't be.
You guys going for that 12-0 tonight. How much do you think that maybe played a part in that drought at the end there? Maybe a little bit think about that too much, maybe, or was that not on anybody's mind?
I can't say that because we played like that the whole game. I mean, we scored we didn't have total droughts, but the entire game, we just weren't with it totally. Like I said, we didn't have that extra edge that we've had most of the non-conference season.
Given the makeup of this team, Coach, how will they rebound from it? Can you see this team using this as motivation to bounce back and show that this is not who they are, or is this going to be a little uncharted territory since you haven't lost yet?
I don't know if it's motivation to show people. I think it's more we'll look at each individual, we'll look inside himself and say, I got to break, man. We can't let this happen again. It's about us. It's not about showing people. It's about us. We have to show ourselves that we got to come ready to play, because we can get beat at home by anyone if we don't come ready.
Coach, you've talked a lot this year just about shooting, not quite sure what you had. You thought you had a good shooting team. What's going on, so far? Are you happy with it? Happy with shot selection? Can you talk a little bit about that?
We had poor shot selection tonight. We were 3 of 6 in the first half from 3. We're doing an okay job. I just think we're an inconsistent shooting team. We shoot in spurts. We're streaky, and too often the streak is not on the positive side. So I think that's where we're at.
Couple more guys.
Nigel and Andrew both had kind of a tough shooting night too. What do you think was going on with those two guys tonight?
Off game. Listen, games like this sometimes it's just it just affects everybody, the way the game is being played. You have shooting drills in practice. Guys make 4 in a row. Usually they're gonna make 3 more. Guys miss 3 in a row. Next guy's not gonna make it for whatever reason. I don't know. Free throws. The ball's not going in the basket. They don't see it going in the basket. All of a sudden, it begins to snowball. Teams get in the zone and start making. Who can give you the answer? If I could give you the answer, we'd have prevented it from happening before the game. But there are a number of things that go wrong. I just know, still in all, we gave up a great opportunity to go undefeated, but at the same time, back it up to October and say, hey, how about tell you you're going to go 11-1? Would you take it? Yes. Yeah. We just have to make sure this is not a downslide at this point. We have to make sure that we come ready to go to the Bay Area to be our best.
And do you think it'll be easier to maybe get their attention now after a loss?
Probably. I'm sure each one already in their mind is going to be ready to go.
They'll just make it tougher though, being the final non-conference game. You got Cal coming up here, a chance to go 12-0 for the first time since a really long time in this program. Does that just make it tough for that final game you guys lose?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We would have loved to have gone undefeated. But again, if we look at the big picture, this team is not going to go say, woe is me, because we're 11-1. We could be 1-11. There could be worse situations. We've been here 13 years, and I think we've done this 2 or 3 times in 13 years. So we've had a special non-conference. It's unfortunate. We can't let this happen again. But again, we're not going to let this game make it seem like the season's over. Let's shut down the program because we're 11-1.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you all.